Okay, so let's take a look at some of the things that we can do with Spark Page. Now, Spark Page is your web page creator. It allows you to make some beautifully flowing web pages that you can use to share lots of content about things that are going on at school, but also for learners to be able to create evidence of their own learning in a really, really creative and visual way. Now, as with most of the Spark applications, we are inundated with a whole world of inspiration that we can choose to have a look at how things work. But we're going to just jump straight in all cases, with the plus button to start with our own project. Now you'll see here that the first thing it wants me to do is add a title. So I can just start with a title of, whatever I'm going to add in. Let's say that this is going to be around space. And we'll just put a discovery of our solar system. Okay, so that's that first part of my creation. Now it's telling me to choose a photo because at the moment grey background looks a bit bland. So I'm going to tap on photo, and you'll see over on the right hand side, this is where things really come into their own in terms of Adobe, because the first thing we see is we can find free images. We've talked about this before in terms of copyright. This is a great thing for children to understand digital competence, to think about where the pictures come from. And doing this on an iPad means I've got access to obviously all the things that are on my iPad already, plus the camera, so I could take a photo live. So there's lots and lots of ways that we can add things in. I'm just going to go to find free images, and I'm going to say I want a picture of our solar system. Tap on search. Without even leaving the app, I've just kind of got this panel down on the right hand side where I can look for an image that I really like. I think this one's going to be really good. And you'll see that we've started to add now. That's page 1 of my website. Then I start to scroll to have a look at what comes next. And as you scroll up, it says, here's your options of what you can add in next. So let's say that I want to add in a really, really nice split layout. We've seen this before in the other Adobe apps where we can have this really, really nice view. So I'm going to tap on the left-hand side and choose another picture. I think this one's a really, really nice picture, stands out. And on this side, I'll put some text. And then again, you can play around with that text, add extra text in there, add a photo into that. I've got a photo that I want, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to put that I want a picture of a rocket. And you can see how this kind of just builds as you're creating here. You can be really, really creative with everything that you're doing. I don't have to come out of the app and go somewhere else. Everything can be in line. As I'm choosing that next element, I can build it into my website. So I'm happy with that page. I'm going to move down again. It's going to give me another option here. I'm going to put in some photo grid here. I'll just choose planets. Let's just say I want this one in. I quite like this picture as well. Maybe some of the other planets. It might not be that there's any in this, so I can go back and I can go to Adobe Stock, same as I did before. Type in planets and search here as well. That's going to give me a few more options as well. See what we come up with. Yeah, we've got some nice images here. I think this one's a really, really good one to go in. And again, we're happy with that, so we can add that into our picture. So we tap done. And then we just keep building. Okay, and there's lots and lots of different things that you can put in here. The buttons are great because they're links to external sites that you might want to add in. It's so easy to just keep adding and adding and adding, and what you end up with is this free-flowing design with all of your content, with all of your work put into place. It's great when students are doing things specifically for science or anything design-based to show a process. This is where I started, and this is how things have built over time. Could be history. I've done some research about the Romans. Here's my introduction. This is what I found. Here's the different sections. There's so many different ways that children can use this to get really creative with their learning. And then, as always, we can tap on the share, and then we can share this out, to other people that we might want to see our websites. As simple as that. Great way to share this on any of your internal systems. If you're using Seesaw or Shobi, etc., you can get that public link and then just share this internally for your teachers or other students to be able to have a look at. So there we go, how to use Adobe page to get creative.